And we welcome you to Chicago Cubs baseball on Marquee Sports Network. Here today from Mesa, Arizona in Sloan Park, Cubs and Rangers. Oh, they're excited. Yeah, you're going to be watching some baseball, aren't you? A gorgeous day. What else is new? The Cubs will be looking to get a W, and we will bring it to you. We're in Chicago, by the way, and I'm ready right there. That says it all. As we welcome you in studio, Boog Sciambi and my good buddy Ryan Dempster. Been looking forward to this. How are you?
This is outstanding. I'm so excited. We've been talking about it over and over, and we're finally calling a game together.
All right, so we get to hang out for a little while. We're going to talk some pitching as well. Today for the Cubs, it is Zach Davies getting his second start of the spring, first time on our air. Just start with the basics. A guy that bears some similarity to Kyle Hendricks. They locker next to each other now.
Yeah, and I think that's a lot of fun. When you come to a team and you have somebody that pitches similar to you, you can pick each other's brains. You can learn a lot from each other, and you see what he's done, especially last season, a career year for him in the shortened season, but absolutely dominated in San Diego and looking to build off that this year.
Yeah, fifth in the league in ERA a season ago as we get ready to watch the slender right-hander toe the slab for the Cubs. Everybody's getting ready. That guy's going to be mic'd up. We're going to talk to him. He's not going to be mic'd up. Nico Hoerner, rawr, he's ready. And there's going to be singing.
Hey, Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today.
Cubs baseball on Marquee Sports Network is brought to you by Toyota, official vehicle of the Chicago Cubs. Wintrust, proud legacy partner of the Chicago Cubs and exclusive home of Cubs checking. Prevagen, it's the #1 pharmacist recommended memory support brand. And by Popeyes, Louisiana Kitchen. Love that chicken from Popeyes. Hungry. Sloan Park in Mesa as the Cubs take the field. Cubs and Rangers coming your way. Jon Sciambi and Ryan Dempster as they exchange the lineup cards at home plate. And the Cubs going with the alternate Blue Sox. Rangers lineup, and it is brought to you by Ford. A lineup struggled to score last year. They were 29th out of 30 teams in runs per game. Leody Taveras, a guy who can really run. Willie Calhoun hoping for a bounce-back season in that third spot. They signed David Dahl as their outfield/DH guy. He's coming off shoulder surgery. Of course, they also feature Joey Gallo and as well Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, who will play shortstop. But that is a look at what they're featuring today, and that lineup will go up against Zach Davies.
Yeah, and the starting pitcher for the Cubs is brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Of course, Zach Davies is going to feature a 4-pitch arsenal, sinker, changeup. Primarily those 2 pitches, the cutter and an occasional curveball. But that's the beauty about spring training. You never know what he's going to be working on today, and we're going to get to see that firsthand. And the defensive setup for the Cubs is brought to you by Geico. Left field, the new guy, Jock Peterson. Ian Happ's man in center field, and in right field is Ilmaro Vargas. Of course, around the horn, we got Chris Bryant at the hot corner. Nico Hoerner playing shortstop. David Bodie, his battery made up the middle there. Second base, Anthony Rizzo at first. And behind the plate, P.J. Higgins making the start.
All right, so as we get ready to watch Zach Davies toss, how about we welcome in the third man on our broadcast crew, at least for the first couple of innings. There he is, Ian Happ. How are you?
What's up, fellas? How we doing?
We are excited to get a chance to chat with you, excited to watch you guys play, and the weather's warm in Chicago. We're good, man.
It's warm out here. I'm sweating out here. It's
you got
nice.
A little lather?
A little bit. Wind's blowing out today, too, so we love that. It's a loud BP today. A lot of homers from the boys.
All right. Here's Leody Taveras.
Oh, first pitch.
Out to short. Hoerner handles.
He's really fast.
Yeah, he is one of the faster guys. His uncle, if you remember, Willie Taveras, played in the big league. So Leody grounds out to Nico. He's your buddy from the compound last year. You guys were all out there training while you were quarantined.
Yeah, got to know Nico really well. Got to spend a few months with him, which was awesome. And he's a physical specimen. You see that guy with the high socks today?
Yeah.
White shoes, looking really good.
Now, what did you just signal to Jock Peterson, by the way?
I'm just telling him that I'm going into the opposite gap, so he knows where I'm headed.
Are you playing a little deeper because the wind's blowing out?
Yeah, I think it's really carrying today. I also like playing deep. I prefer to come in on the ball than to have to go back on it. Oh, good play, Bodie.
David Bodie, and there's 2 down. I love this. He's like doing color, being interviewed, and doing play-by-play. Outstanding. All right,
I'm just trying to be a part of the crew.
Hey, look, you're here and helping the big club any way you can. I want to get into this real quick. You're going to be the leadoff hitter, not just for the season, but today. Yeah. Do you want us to talk to you while you're hitting? Do you want us to not talk to you? Tell me what you would like.
Yeah, we could talk a little bit. I don't know how much I'm going to talk back.
That's fine.
But I'll try.
Just make sure that you tell their catcher that you were mic'd up, and as well tell Alfonso Marquez, the umpire.
Get the super hot mic. Good play, Tony.
Nice play, Riz. Davies. 3 ground ball outs. That worked out well. Guess who's leading off? One of our broadcasters, Ian Happ, on the other side. No score.
Imagine you're
back in Mesa. Boog Sciambi, Ryan Dempster, Ian Happ were in a mic for us, and we can talk to him. All right, let's check out the lineup for the Cubs, and it's brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield. Through it all. Happ at the top of the order, then Rizzo, Bryant, Peterson, Baez, Bodie. Nico Hoerner is 7 for 10 and hitting rockets all over the field. Got a couple of doubles and that homer. DeMauro Vargas getting a chance to play right field, and P.J. Higgins is behind the plate. And on the mound, it would be Kohei Arihara.
Yeah. The starting pitcher for the Rangers is brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Arihara comes from Japan. His first year over here, 3.5 ERA there. You see the numbers he put up. Not a big strikeout pitcher. He's going to make you put the ball in play and doesn't walk a lot of guys, so that bodes well. You can expect the ball to be around the strike zone.
Well, if I'm talking, it's because I'm talking to the booth.
That was well done by you.
Yep, there you go. Told you.
There you go.
I mean, why wait around for anything else, Ian? Just get that fastball and get yourself a knock.
If he's going to throw me a first pitch heater, what else are we going to do?
What did you tell Mike Borzello? You said close your eyes and listen, right?
I got the hot mic on right now, so I'm gonna be talking. I got the booth too, so I'm two-way right now. Yeah, I told you guys that was first pitch of the game. If he's gonna throw a heater.
Strike to Rizzo.
I would have thought Anthony would have learned something from him right there. That pitch was right down the middle, but that's okay.
He's trying to get the pitch count up. It's good for the team. He's a team guy.
Happer, you should ask Nate Lowe how he likes Texas after coming over from Tampa.
Oh, great point. That's helpful. See if Riz doesn't hit a homer here. How do you like an AZ spring training? I like it a lot better than traveling to Florida. Stinks, huh?
2-hour trips, a little brutal.
Yeah, the longest one you have here is like this, like 45 minutes. Yeah. It's like you're playing a Little League game, too. You get out of the car with your bag on your back, full uni. Yeah. We want to do the yellow school bus. Oh, Tony. Imagine full team showing up in like yellow school bus.
Everybody taped up on the bus stop.
Yeah.
Like back in the day. Where are you from?
Pittsburgh originally. What about you? Glenn. Oh, God. Way around Tony. Not my best read. Probably gonna go on the other side of that one.
Did you think? You thought you had a bad read on that?
Oh, if I get on the other side of that, maybe I can make him throw it to first.
Okay.
Get on second.
Gotcha. So Ian Happ wearing a mic for us. It gets a little dicey in the dugout, reception-wise,
Yeah, and you never know what somebody's going to yell.
This is a fair point. That's probably the larger, better point. That's why you're the analyst. Ryan bounces that one to short off the glove of Culberson. Everybody's safe.
And the defensive setup for the Rangers is brought to you by Popeyes. As you look around the outfield, Willie Calhoun in left, Leody Tavares in center field, and Ronald Guzman in right. And, of course, around the infield, you can get Ibanez at third base. Charlie Culberson just struggled with that ball right there. Is at shortstop. Nick Solak at second. Nate Lowe, his first year over in Texas, over at first base. And Jose Trevino is the battery mate behind the dish.
And here is Jock Peterson.
I mean, I just saw one heater, but it's got a little bit of carry. Yeah, that that slow, kind of snappy rise.
Peterson's homered a couple of times this spring. Ian Happ mic'd up for us today. There's a strike.
Ian, you talked about the carry on his fastball. I know you just saw one pitch. You just see it almost got a little late life to it.
Yeah, that was down. But I watching video earlier. He's got just a little bit of a snappy arm. Just a little extra carry on that heater.
Peterson
Look at
rips that
swing
one
from
into
Jock.
right.
What a professional hitter.
And Rizzo is safe. Jock Peterson delivers. Cubs on the board. It's 1-0.
That's a great piece of hitting. That's what that is.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more here. He gets that pitch that he took the one inside. That one was over the middle of the plate a little bit more. He's able to drive it to right field.
And Rizzo. Who's your best base runner? Is it KB?
Well, Javi, look at the guy hitting. It's not fair.
Fair enough.
Can we do everybody? Can we do everybody but Javi? KB's really good. Nico's really good. Rizzo's a really smart base runner. Nobody's gonna call him a burner, but he's really smart. Riz Sneaky has some bags too. He's got, if people don't think he's gonna steal, and then he'll surprise some people.
What's Jock Peterson been like getting to know him?
I'm a big Jock Peterson fan. Big Jock Peterson fan. Great dude. Really experienced, been around, and he's got great ball talk. Loves talking baseball. Loves talking about the whole game, and wants to get to know his teammates. Really wants to dive in, understand guys on a personal level, where they're from, what makes them tick. Just a really great addition to our team.
Oh, and that one into right field. Ibanez threw it away.
Oh my God.
Guzman was there to collect it quickly.
Guzman has a cannon.
So they've made a couple of errors. Wow.
Just one of those balls that sails away, and that's the thing you're going to see out of a younger team, an inexperienced team, is those mistakes, and that's the reason for being at the bottom of the division. As you get better, those things don't happen. You start improving your record, and but that's the kinks of spring training getting ironed out right there.
All loaded up. Here's Bodie now. 1-0 Cubs. How nice has it been to have fans in the stands, Ian?
Really nice. Really nice. Huge announcement from City of Chicago today, too. What, 20% capacity at Wrigley?
That's right. It'll be,
I think my math would say about 8,000 fans.
8,274. Yeah.
That's going to be great. Plus the rooftops. Got to count the rooftops. It's going to be great.
Dig it. Oh, 1 now.
Get through.
Culberson.
Oh, my God.
And return to first, and holding the bases low, and that is the inning. Cubs pick up a run, and as we head to the second, Cubs lead it 1-0.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the top of the second. Cubs up 1-0. Time now for our keys to the game, brought to you by your local Hyundai dealer. Those keys are health and endurance, boo. Every spring training game, you want to start and finish the game as healthy as possible, and now we start to get into the endurance part of the program, building up some arm strength, position players playing more innings. Always important to start stretching it out.
My key to the game is Ian Happ. And
I appreciate that, Boo.
that's what I'm saying. Who's got it?
Hi, boy.
There you go.
I mean, that's just a great teammate right there, Ian. You know, letting the new guy get as much work as possible. I love it.
Yeah, you know, it's all about everybody getting their stats up. So you want to make sure the putouts are all the way around. And like, you can get really selfish out here as center fielder. Got priority calling people off, but everybody's got to get their work in.
Do you know that in Alec Mills' no-hitter, everybody at a putout? Or at least everybody
That's
at a putout or an assist. Just getting everybody involved.
I think I only remember one of mine.
I mean, a no-no. It's not bad. Here's Guzman now, 1-0. Hey, thank you, by the way, for the quarantine coffee.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could get that up to you guys before you left.
How did
We had
you...
a little delivery to the booth. I got
Yes.
some sample packs in from Caleb, the founder of Connect down in Bourbonnais,
Yep.
Illinois, and wanted to make sure that we had you and JD set up before you went to Chicago.
You're the
Damn,
man.
I'm sorry. I'll get you some. I apologize.
That's okay. As long as it's not decaf, I'm in. Whenever I get it, I get it.
Oh, yeah. Hot caffeinated.
I got a bunch at the house. Davies with the walk. Well, my old house. I'm moving this week. So 1 out. Trevino will come up to hit. John Sciambi, Ryan Dempster, and Ian Happ. Got the people out on the berm. It's a nice day here. All right, what are you telling them?
I don't think, you know, we're just saying, let's give him a little bit of room. We got a guy on first, we got a 1-run lead. I know it's the second inning, but we're going to work on some of our depth because Jock and I haven't really played together much, so we're just trying to work on communicating and make up. We only get to play for 5 innings, 6 innings, so
Yep.
make up a few situations. This is something where late in the game, 1-run lead, 2-run lead, we would say, let's make them beat us with a couple hits. Davies loves getting ground balls. Nothing over our head, no doubles.
Hit hard but foul. This year's been different for you, right? I mean, this is the first spring that you've come that you know where you're going to play and how much you're going to play.
Yeah, it's probably the first spring that I've actually kind of just played one position.
Yep.
You know, even coming into camp last year, I didn't know exactly if I was going to play all center or, you know, left, right, infield. So this one, just being able to really focus on center field, getting my feet under me. Oh, in. Oh, that's foul. It's been nice. It's been nice just to build a rapport. Obviously, Jason and I have a good rapport. Been playing together for a while, but Jock and Marisnik, Cam Aben's back, so working with him too, and just building that relationship with Willie Harris. You got a new outfield coach, new base running coach, so all those little things, being able to focus on that has been really nice.
I get a great Willie Harris story for you. You got to ask him about.
Oh. What do you got?
Willie Harris in 2007,
Is it,
I was broadcasting for the Braves, and he was like 0 for his last 15. They had handed out souvenir bats to the employees to commemorate all 14 consecutive division titles. It was like a 32-28. Just sitting in the clubby's office. And Tim Hudson picked it up and was like, man, I'd use this. And Willie came over, grabbed it, and said, I am going to use this tonight. And he got 6 hits that night. The first 3 with a souvenir bat. He wouldn't take it up there for the 4th time because he was scared. Scared it was going to break.
Oh my goodness. I hope he has that frame somewhere. In. One. 2. Oh boy. That was I'm getting excited calling 1 there. You all right?
Vargas, a guy who hasn't played a ton of outfield in the majors, only 5 innings of big league outfield. He's played a little bit in the minors, but out there today. What's the sun like? Is it hard or is it wind?
Yeah, it's a little bit of wind out here, and that ball is coming in, moving. A little bit back, yeah. He really hasn't played a lot of outfield. He's an infielder. He's a great athlete. Once you get out here, wind starts blowing. No clouds, high sky. Tough to judge that. Everybody, when we watch on TV, outfield looks really easy.
Yeah.
Looks really easy on the TV, but elements start messing with you a little bit once you get out here.
I was going to say, too, even like knowing the runner was going, in your mind, you're thinking, if I hurry up and get this and get it to first, I can turn 2. Always got to take care of the number 1,
I
though.
look like a hero out here. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of just being responsible out here and making the right play, so that this happens. Double play, keep the guy on. Hey, baby.
Bodie, Horner, Rizzo, that'll work. All right, coming up, we're going to talk to Andy Green, and Ian Happ is going to stay with us for that. Nice work, Zach Davies.
Popeye's new Cajun flounder sandwich is coming in.
Bottom of the 2nd, Cubs lead the Rangers 1-0, and our broadcast team of John Shelby, Ryan Dempster, and Ian Happ, and we're delighted to be joined by Cubs bench coach Andy Green. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. Nothing gets better than talking to Ian Happ on a headset in the middle of a baseball game.
Oh, tell Willie Harris we just gave him some love. Yeah. All right, so
he's an easy one to love, isn't he?
Absolutely. Tell me what it's been like working with David Ross, because last year was tough for everybody, but you and I got a chance to talk recently off the air, and it did stand out to me. You talked about how much you enjoyed it. I mean, working with him, working with this group during tough conditions, yeah, but you really enjoyed it.
Man, he's an absolute blast. Love being around him. We have a ton of fun together. The entire staff does. We got a great group of guys here. And we're on a baseball field, and there's fans in the stands, and even in a tough year, it was great. I'm really looking forward to this season.
The ground with a hole in short, Culberson, and they're able to get Nico Horner by a step.
Andy, I know he just grounded out, but he's been thoroughly impressive early on. Can you talk about kind of just the work he put in this offseason and the size he's gained and what Nico Horner's brought to the spring training in 2021?
I mean, yeah, you just look at him. He physically looks different. He was already in good shape last year. He does everything right. He's a lot like Ian Happ, you know, guys who do things right all the time that you can really count on and believe in. Nico is, he's lifting baseballs more consistently at the plate, and it's Gold Glove caliber defense at second base. It's a guy that absolutely picks everything, takes a ton of pride in it when you're an infield coach and you got him out there with the other 3 guys, or however we put that mix together, however Rossi chooses, man. It's a really fun mix.
Popped up and caught. Culberson pulls it out of the air.
In the middle of that. That was really nice.
Ian Happ, would you like to ask your bench coach on the air a question?
Do you miss the one day of work that we got to have last spring training in infield? I think we took ground balls one day, and that was about it.
Yeah, you know, that was probably the best day of my life, hitting you ground balls for one day, and already knowing actually that he was going to put you in the outfield, but he hadn't told you yet, so I was just pretending that I was going to work with you.
Yeah.
But it was a blast.
I just wanted to be prepared, but you know, I really felt overmatched out there. I was like, man, these guys look like they're all ready to play the infield this year for our team, and I'm over here like wearing balls off my chest and getting I'm out in the pasture now. I'm just roaming.
You roam well, brother. We got a lot of gold flying around that infield, so
Yeah.
you can take it out to the outfield and enjoy
Yeah.
yourself.
Oh, throw it away so I can hit.
Oh my goodness. I mean, Andy Green, that was quick. That's it. That's all. Thank you for joining us. I look forward to visiting maybe at some other juncture, and we'll talk a little defense. And appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, that was record pace, guys.
Yeah,
Enjoyed
was.
it.
All right. Andy Green, Ian Happ. Cubs lead it 1-0. Out of the third, John Shambi, Ryan Dempster, and Ian Happ. Hey, there we are. It's studio. I like it in here. And Ian Happ's over our shoulder. You're on camera, Ian. You're on camera.
Oh yeah, perfect.
That's right.
Look at me.
Look at me.
I blew out my pants, so there's a
Did you?
this hole in the back of my pants. I don't know if you guys can see that. Blew it out in that slide to second. Danny Mueller gonna be upset with me over that.
Oh, no.
Oh,
What do you got? Happ coming in, and he's got it.
I mean, that's just textbook. One little back step, and then come on in on the ball. For any outfielders watching, Ian, you're putting on an absolute clinic out in center field today.
you know, that's my first fly ball camp. Really good. Really glad I could squeeze it.
Did it get the juices
A little bit of
flowing a
sun
little?
to go with there, but oh yeah. Those first couple suns in your face, you just want to squeeze it. Just want to keep that white thing off the ground.
And is it like, do you get some butterflies when you see it?
Oh yeah, I still get it. Until you get a few and start running a few down, feel comfortable. That machine or BP, like nothing prepares you for actually catching it in the game, especially when it's windy, sunny, all the elements. Come on, bro, you got this one. There you go. At it, baby.
There we go.
Javi's gonna be on the top step of that one.
Ildemaro Vargas, an infielder by trade, getting some outfield time. He's played it a tiny bit in the minors. I mentioned 5 innings as a big leaguer, but he's out there today. Hey, I had a couple questions for you just to rip through. You're coming up to hit in the bottom, but are you a natural left-handed hitter or right-handed hitter?
Natural righty. Grew up a righty. Started working on it when I was 8 because my brother was 14 trying to do it. And first freshman in high school full-time, 14 years old.
Wow.
Never looked back after that.
In the Berg.
Now, Mount Lebanon High School. Josh Wilson, Donnie Kelly,
Oh, wow.
a couple of Mount Lebanon grads.
Josh Wilson, was it his brother that went to Duquesne? Somebody had a...
His dad coached there, coached my
dad
brother.
coached
My
there.
brother went to Duquesne, played under Mike Wilson, his dad, yeah.
There you go. Good stuff, brother.
Thanks, fellas.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Happer.
Go get him. Tell Borzy, close your eyes. Here comes 112 off the bat, exit velo.
Will do.
App to get in-game video highlights, live pitch by pitch, breaking news, player updates, stat leaderboards, and more for your Cubs and the rest of the league.
Really, the most important reason to download the MLB app is to get us.
Of course.
Yeah. You and I. Me
Well,
and you.
Especially if you're traveling, you're on the road, you're at work, you just can't get home to get the game.
Yeah.
To be able to get us, it's super important.
No doubt. Here's Ian Happ, third member of our broadcast team. He's done for the day broadcasting, but we appreciate him taking the time. A single his first time on the first pitch against Kohei Arihara. Hap, one of those guys with a really good eye. He'll deliver a patient at bat. Obviously, there's the slug. He led the team in homers with a dozen last year. Slugged .505. 500 is usually kind of the marker for the power guys.
I think, too, just watching him evolve as a hitter has been really, really impressive. And you see that right there. I mean, look at that slugging percentage through those games right there. Only Mike Trout ahead of him, and we all know what Mike Trout does out on the baseball field. And Ian started out hot, and he didn't stop. And I think he's just going to get better and better the more ABs he gets.
Now, the reason we use that marking point is he fouled that ball off that bounced up and hit him in the right eye. And then down the stretch, the last like 3 weeks, the numbers tailed off a little bit. And he admitted that it was a little bit of a struggle, almost mental as much as anything. Is my eye right? He said immediately they had some games where it was cold, it was windy, he was having some trouble seeing. Right there, Culberson with the shift on, and Hap retired for the first out.
And I think that's probably, too, just, Ian's personality. He's not going to make excuses. But the reality is it does affect you when you have something like that. Sometimes the littler things are the ones that can really be the ones that are nagging, because now you start trying to make adjustments and you start trying to do things and you just get out of whack a little bit. But he had all in all a really, really solid season last year, and looking to build off that.
There's Anthony Rizzo now. Riz scored the lone run of the game in the first. Have you seen the spikes that he's rocking this year?
His man Kevin on there.
That's right. His wiener dog Kevin. Yeah, so that's his dog on there.
I mean, really, truly a man's best friend.
Yeah.
Right there.
That's right. Line to center. And diving and making the grab is Taveras. Leody Taveras able to make the play on a sinking line drive, and that was scorched by Kevin's owner.
Chris Bryant.
Oh. What do you think?
Did
That's
he?
a trap.
That's a trap.
That's a trap. So the Rangers cheating early on. Taveras, excellent defensively. All right, so let me finish up. The Kevin ones are what the spikes are called, you know, like they're Jordan ones. So there's a look. You can see Kevin on there with the mustard on top of the dog, but that's Kevin. There he is. And then Nico Horner had the best thing on Instagram. Yeah, it's like seeing Jordan wear Jordans. Deflected, and Bryant retired. Now the Cubs go 1-2-3. Yeah, there's Kev. Like seeing Jordan wear Jordans. That's right.
If this
Back, it's the top of the fourth inning. Cubs up 1-0. Don't miss your chance to watch Cubs baseball from the all-inclusive, unique atmosphere of the rooftops across Wrigley Field. Tickets are available now by calling 773-248-ROOF or by visiting WrigleyRooftops.com.
And here is Cole Stewart. So 17 career games for him. And a guy that gets a lot of ground balls. There's a lot of contact there.
You know, this is a guy that really intrigues me, Boog. Former first-round pick, 4th overall in the country by the Minnesota Twins. Went to Baltimore after his minor league career, that minor league free agency. A little bit of time with Minnesota, but it's there. The potential's there. And, in today's game, especially early on in the season when we're trying to build up starting pitchers, when you can have a guy that maybe one time through the lineup he's been really good at, I think that can bode really well. I think there could be a spot for him, and he could be a guy that could really help out because the ability's there, the potential's there. It's that third time through the lineup that tends to get him, and whether he's a long reliever or something like that. But Ball moves, sinker moves really well.
And let's be clear, in baseball in 2021, for most guys, the third time through the lineup gets them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the reality. The guys that it doesn't, it's kind of an outlier, you know?
And we've seen the game go that way, and for the right reasons. The numbers show that, you know, it's hard that third time through the lineup. And he's been really solid in the minor leagues. He did well in Minnesota in a couple opportunities there, and looking to bounce back now. And you know, after opting out in 2020 and having an opportunity here in Chicago.
Hey, that last one right in on the thumbs.
Well, you see it. It looks like it's going to get there, and then it just keeps bearing in on you, and you got a lot of broken bats because of pitches like that.
Solak back in. And he chased that one. It's a strikeout, and there's one away. Good start for Cole Stewart.
A little bit of a misfire here trying to go in, but when you get late movement, I always found sometimes when a catcher sets up inside and then you throw it away, you get a bat. It's like the hitter can feel that he's inside, and then all of a sudden it ends up away. And he doesn't get a good swing on it.
Here's Calhoun now. Yeah, there's a strike to Willie, who grounded out his first time. Guy was originally drafted by the Dodgers. He's always had promise as a hitter. He's been kind of snake bitten. You know, effectively, he's had a year of big league plate appearances over 4 seasons with just injuries and different things. But he's had a couple pretty good stretches.
Yeah, highly touted prospect, and then you just want to see what will flourish out of that prospect, what will come. And consistency is the #1 thing, and when you can't stay healthy, it's hard to get into rhythm. You might get it for a couple weeks, and
yeah,
you know, if he can stay healthy, he definitely has the ability to swing the bat.
2019, 337 plate appearances, so not a ton. He had 21 homers. He's not a big guy, but he's got some juice to him. Cubs lead 1-0. Jock Peterson, an RBI single. Cole Stewart fires. Peterson back, and nice grab by Jock. Guy was originally a center fielder. Dodgers moved him to left. I think the Cubs feel like he can impact the team positively on defense.
Yeah, I just think, you know, the experience that he has out there all over the outfield, he can play all those different positions, and you see that right there. Not easy playing the Arizona sun and wind, and he gets a good jump and breaks back on the ball instantly and turns it into a can of corn.
You saw him turn his back. He's wearing number 24 this year. 31 not available because it's retired for 2 guys, for Fergie and Maddox. So he decided 31 was what he wore with the Dodgers. So he decided he was going to go and honor Kobe.
Yeah, I think that's pretty awesome. I mean, we all know that the impact that Kobe had on so many people, and being an LA ball player and having that connection there is pretty special.
Pretty well struck out to left center. Happ will collect that one off the wall. And it's a double for David Dahl. Let's take a look at our upcoming schedule, and it's brought to you by American Family Insurance. And here we go. All right, so coming up, we got the A's tomorrow right here on Marquee Sports Network. Don't forget, opening day, April 1st against the Pirates. So that's a look at what we have upcoming. Wednesday will be on MLB Network, Thursday as well. My dad just texted me. He said, how cool is it to be paired with Ryan Dempster? It's really cool, Dad.
A lot of people don't know that we've known each other for a long, long time.
1998. just missed downstairs. And the count 2-0. Zach Davies started and looked good. 3 scoreless. And here in the fourth, Cubs lead 1-0 with 2 down and David Dahl out there at second. This guy's a big dude, 6'5", 235. He's playing outfield today. He's one of those guys, you see it. You go 6'5", 235. We're going to need to look in the slug and home run column and see big numbers, and it just hasn't quite happened for Guzman. And now they've got Nate Lowe.
You know, you could argue, or you could maybe say that maybe playing in the outfield makes you a little bit more athletic than at first base. And so then therefore maybe your swing becomes a little bit more athletic, your body does, and you can untap that potential that's in there. Because when you look at his size, it screams power. They're waiting for it.
On the ground, Horner picks it up, spins, throws to Riz, and they get him. Nice rangy play by Nico Horner. Jock Peterson will lead it off. We go to the bottom of the fourth, and the Cubs lead.
We're all
Half of the fourth inning, Cubs looking to build on their 1-0 lead here against the Rangers, who bring in a new pitcher, the left-hander John King. But Cubs fans, it's time to gear up. Visit the Cubs store at Gallagher Way for your official Cubs merchandise, apparel, and collectibles. Visit us in-store or online at the new ivyshop.com to round out your Cubs wardrobe today. And we mentioned the left-hander John King making an appearance here. Last season in 6 games, 10 innings pitched, 6.1 ERA. Limited action, not the results he's looking for, but looking to make an impression here in spring training.
And King to face Peterson, Baez, and Bodie. Socially distanced on the berm. Jock has delivered the only run of the game with an RBI single. That was back in the first. His dad Stu played for the Dodgers back in '85.
He wants another one. I'll just ask him.
Everybody knows the story. I mean, this is a guy that demolishes right-handed pitching. He came to the Cubs at least in part because he wanted an opportunity against lefties. And here he gets one.
It's the old cliche, can't hit lefties, but doesn't play against lefties. So to get that experience, I think, you know, at least the opportunity is very appealing to him. And maybe, you know, his experience throughout his career will change that. And he'll have the opportunity now to play.
Yeah, so that's in his career. And again, you're talking about lifetime, the numbers of steadily. Last year, over 92% of his plate appearances were against righties.
And two, you know, if you're David Ross, then you can pick and choose those lefties too. Hey, it's, you know, a dominant left-handed pitcher. Maybe that's the day we give you a day off.
Right.
But if it's somebody we feel you can handle, go get it. And it's just a different look, and it's something to get used to.
I personally think it's overstated, and especially in the Central. You got Wade Miley with the Reds, you got Brault with the Pirates, Lauer with the Brewers, the Cardinals have Kim. There's just not that many. Now, there are going to be some decisions need to be made in the late stages, and there's a single. All right, so that's good. But overall, my opinion is if Jock Peterson keeps crushing right-handed pitching, he's going to have a really good year.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
100%, and that's
because he's going to face. I mean, look, if you're wondering what the numbers are, roughly 75% of all plate appearances are against right-handed pitchers, 25 are against left-handed pitchers. So even if for him it's 80%, if he crushes 80% of his plate appearances, it's going to be a good year.
Well, and then on top of that, now you have him start against the left-hander what do? You keep one of your better right-handed hitting, that hits lefties on the bench. Now, when the game goes on and that left-handed reliever who's really nasty comes in, he's not facing Jock Peterson. He's facing the right-handed bat. He's facing maybe a Marisnik, or he's facing somebody else. So it benefits you in multiple ways.
Javi swings through that one. I guess David Ross and Jock both related the conversation when he hadn't signed yet, but they had that chat. And Jock said, look, I would like an opportunity. And David said, I hear you. And Jock related the story, look, but if, come June, July, you're hitting 150 against lefties, we're here to win ball games. Baez scorches that one over the leaping Solak. Peterson able to get in there, and back-to-back hits. The Cubs are in business at the bottom of the fourth.
We all know this, Boog. When Javi Baez is going right center, good things are happening. When he's staying through the ball like that, there's no ballpark in right center field that can hold him. He's got as much power that way as he does to the pull side, and that's just good job of hitting right there.
Just the dap from Greg Driver, and now it's David Bote. All right, can I get my nerd on real quick, and then I'll leave you alone on the nerd front?
Yeah.
Okay. So both Bote and Peterson, there are some similarities if you're interested in projecting this coming season. Both those guys had really low BABIPs, meaning that their batting average on balls in play was low. For Bote, it was in the low 200s, but the thing they both had in common was that they hit the ball really hard. And those guys usually are candidates to regress to the mean, or basically get back to what they normally would be. So you look at Bote last year among Cubs, he hit the ball hard 52.3% of the time. That means 52.3% of the time he hit the ball 95 or above. If you're wondering, last year in the majors, if you hit the ball 95 or above, you hit 510. So like as a process, if they continue to hit the ball hard, I'm saying David Bote and Jock Peterson are both probably going to have really good years.
Yeah, and too, you factor that in, especially with Bote, more experience at the big league level, facing more pitchers.
Yeah.
I don't see that trend as far as him hitting the ball hard going away. It's still going to stay the same, if not, it's hard to get better than that right there.
It's always been his thing too, right? He's always been a guy that's hit the ball hard. They want him to try and get it off the ground a bit, but yeah, I'm with you. And he still has, there's so much more runway for a guy like David Bote, so many more plate appearances to be had and experience to be gained. I was looking at Nico Horner and then asked him, Nico Horner, this is going to be his third year in the league. He's seen 9 ballparks.
Yeah, experience pays off. Backdrops, knowing the pitchers, how do they pitch me?
Right.
How do other teams go about pitching to me? It's not just necessarily the pitcher. And then you just build off that experience and you make the adjustments. And you make the adjustments, you end up having a career in the big leagues.
Hit hard but foul. Horner getting a chance to play shortstop today. Of course, he was a shortstop at Stanford. He looks strong, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can tell the muscle he put on this offseason. He wants it. He knows that job's there to be had, and gonna go out and do everything. You just hope he doesn't peak too soon. We were joking about that. Got off to such a hot start, but you love it on all angles. Just keep it going.
You know what's funny about that, though, is that that's such a hitter's thing. Like, when you came out in spring training firing, if you first outing struck out the first 3 dudes, no one's dropping don't peak too soon on the pitcher, right?
It's always the hitter.
It's always the hitter. Don't peak too soon. Ripped out into right center as that touches down. Peterson in to score. Big turn at third for Baez, but he'll stay put. Nico Horner staying hot. He's now 8 for 12.
And we talked about the extra muscle that he has. This ball last year might be a little line drive over the second baseman's head. Instead, this ball's driven to the gap. He gets a little bit more lift on that. That ends up scoring 2. Just a good job of staying inside a pitch, making an adjustment off the previous pitch that he just swung over top of. Great piece of hitting. Nico Hoerner staying hot.
RBI single for Nico. And here is Demaro Vargas. Fouls one off at the ditch. Boog Sciambi, Ryan Dempster, Cubs and the Rangers. Cubs lead 2-0. We'll be with you again tomorrow for the Cubs and the A's. When I say we, I mean Marquee. I might go over to your house and bring in still, but I'm just saying. I think JD's here tomorrow, right?
I say you bring in Hap again. He's the best third man in the booth that we've ever seen.
It's great. Before the broadcast came on the air, Hap standing over in the on-deck circle in the bottom half of the inning, or before he was live offensively, I guess I should say, and he said to Mike Borzello, just close your eyes and listen to what 112 sounds like off the bat. Left field, and that is foul. There he is, talking to Borzy.
And Borzy's saying, I get it, it's 112, but it's on the ground. I'm going to need it in the air and over the fence, Ian.
Yeah. Chases that one. With Hoerner on the go, it's a strikeout. And there's 2 away. Well, look, I mean, the game's different, right? I mean, it's not necessarily fly balls. You want to hit line drives and hit the ball. You always want to hit the ball hard, but on the ground with defensive positioning, guys have a tendency, you know, to hit into outs. The pitching version is, if you get a good slider, don't throw it 15% of the time, throw it 40% of the time, right? I mean, that's sort of the extreme of stuff that's changed.
Yeah, I think the evolution of trying to set somebody up for later in the game.
That's right.
It's now get them out. And we'll figure out how to get them out the third time through. If that means we got to bring another pitcher in to do it and change, you know, an angle or the way the ball comes out, then we'll do it.
That is spot on. That's exactly what it is. I think we'll talk about this some more, but I think you in your prime, and I'm not saying this to flatter you, sincerely, you in your prime, you fit exactly the way they pitch today. Strike to ball, swing and miss with that slider. We'll talk about that coming up. Cubs lead 2-0. Is the Cubs letting you know the friendly confines home to the Chicago Cubs and you, the fans. And we look forward to welcoming you back to Wrigley Field this season. So in the neighborhood of about 8,274, here's David Ross on fans coming back to Wrigley.
You can't get any better than that. I mean, fans back in the stands, it's already been nice here in Arizona, just to hear the cheers and the heckling. And yeah, I'm super excited about that. I think everybody is trying to work back to some sense of normal and getting back with fans in the stands. And, you know, we're super grateful for that and can't wait to get to Wrigley and get the season started with some fans in the stands.
Yeah, David Ross echoing the thoughts of many. It will be limited capacity pod style seating for physical distancing. Required masking for all guests 2 years and older. Touchless entry screening process. Tickets available as mobile tickets exclusively. Cashless retail and concessions. And, of course, thorough sanitation procedures. David Ross making the move. And we have ourselves a pitching change. Cubs lead 2-0. Chicago Cubs baseball on Marquee Sports Network is brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield. Through it all, by the Ford F-150. Visit your local Ford dealer today. By Menards. Save big money at Menards. And by Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Back at Sloan Park, fans enjoying a nice day and a Cubs lead. 2-0. Boog Sciambi and Ryan Dempster with you. And Rex Brothers will take over. Numbers in his career, strikeout percentage, slightly above average, and it's what you want, right? He gets ground balls and he gets strikeouts.
Yeah, the strikeout has never been an issue for him. The plus stuff from the left side, he'll run it up there in the mid to upper 90s early on in his career, still in the mid 90s. The command, when he gets ahead, he puts guys away, and it's throwing the ball over the plate. He has success, and when he doesn't, that's where he gets in trouble. I think that's most pitchers, though.
It will be interesting this year to watch a Cubs team trying to do it a little bit differently. We talked about a swing and miss league and pitching high velocity, and yet they throw fewer fastballs than ever. This is a Cubs rotation, at least, that's going to try and win by pitching to contact and utilizing one of the better defenses in the league.
It's kind of a catch-22. The pitching benefits from the defense and vice versa. Like, if you don't have a good defensive team, you probably can't have that rotation. But when you got guys that can make the plays that the Cubs do, then you can have guys that throw ground balls up there. And bingo, right there, Boog. 89.6, lowest average velocity. But they say exit velocity is determined by entry velocity, so they're not hitting it very hard.
Yeah, so here we go. Lowest average fastball velocity starting pitchers in the bigs. Mariners, Jays, Diamondbacks, Orioles. And again, it can work, but I guess you'd start with this. Take the Cubs out of it. Those other 4 teams weren't real good.
No. And the Cubs have proven 2 guys that are very proven. Kyle Hendricks.
That's right.
And Zach Davies. Now, can a guy like Alec Mills piggyback on those guys, learn from those guys, figure out what they do that works?
Swing and miss right there. The other thing is the Cubs did a great job turning ground balls into outs. In fact, no team did a better job. You had Gold Glovers at short, Gold Glover at first. Peterson should upgrade left field. Hayward has won 5 of them in right. I think Horner, as an everyday second baseman, probably gives you, well above average defense there.
Yeah, and it's a good feeling. When you have that behind you, you trust throwing your ball over the plate more than you do when you have bad defense. You're like, man, I really got to be perfect. And this way, you just want them to hit it on the ground because you know most times it's going to turn into an out.
One out. Brothers, the 0-2. And he got him to chase. Here's what we were mentioning. Percentage of ground balls turned into outs. Cubs number 1, Cardinals number 2, Indians number 3. The Cubs won the National League Team Gold Glove Award. The Indians won the American League Team Gold Glove Award. And there you see the Dodgers at 5. The Dodger team last year was pretty special. I mean, 60 games, yeah, but all their units, offense, defense, pitching, elite.
People say, oh, it was 60 games. They dominated for 60 games, and they dominated in the postseason. And then when it was time to, pull the rabbit out of the hat, being down 3-1 to the Braves, they were able to do it. When it was time to put away another really good team in Tampa, they did it. So hats off to them. Whether it's 60 or 162, they deserved every bit of that trophy.
Man at first and 2 down. Ibanez here. He's 0 for 1. Flied out. one on the ground, and Horner not able to corral it on the backhand. And it'll put runners at first and second.
One of those tough backhand plays. Do you let your feet get set?
Yeah.
Field it and throw? Do you field it on the run? You get caught kind of in the middle and you see him with his glove kind of get it right on his foot. Tougher to see the ball and can't quite field it.
And now Leody Taveras. According to Baseball America, he is their third best prospect. Got to play last year, hit 227. I mentioned really good defense from this guy. His uncle Willie with the Astros, the Rockies, and the Nationals in the big leagues. And Willie can really run too.
And a A+ defender out in the outfield. So you know he's had the ability to pick the uncle's brain and say, hey, you know, what do I do here? What do I do in these situations? And he's doing it out on the field himself now. And we saw that almost catch turned into a catch earlier in the game.
Yeah, short hop that one out there in center field. But a nice play nevertheless. 2 on, 2 outs. Cubs lead 2-0, top 5. Swings through that one. Step throw. Got him. There you go, P.J. Higgins. The pickoff works, and that is that.
This copyrighted telecast is presented.
2-0 Cubs in the bottom of the 5th inning. Take home a game-used or autographed item and help benefit Cubs charities. Cubs Authentics is the premier outlet for all MLB authenticated Cubs memorabilia. The Cubs will donate net proceeds from the sale of the Cubs Authentics items to Cubs charities. Visit Cubs.com/authentics today.
What's the piece of memorabilia from your own career that is most special to you?
Wow, from my own career. Probably my All-Star jersey, the 2008 All-Star game. It's just such a good, special, memorable moment to strike out the side in the bottom of the 9th inning at Yankee Stadium when I was pretty sure I was going to lose the game when I walked in.
Now, wait a second.
True.
Is that really what you were feeling?
100%. I didn't throw a strike warming up. I probably threw 40 warm-up pitches, and I probably...
40?
And I probably threw... Yeah, I wasn't supposed to pitch. I wasn't even loose. And Soto came out and asked me if I was all right. Apparently, I was.
Tap down on strikes.
But that was a true story. The doors in center field opened up. Mariano Rivera just pitched the top half of the 9th. 55,000 people the last year at Yankee Stadium. And I thought, wow, I just lost the All-Star game. And I warmed up great. And I was like, oh, I guess I feel all right. And I went out 1, 2, 3. And it was kind of blurry. Things changed really quick from the bullpen to the field.
That's tremendous. I'm going to lose the All-Star game.
What was for home field advantage
right
in the World Series, and I thought we were going to be playing in the World Series.
Rizzo in this one, 0 for 2. Rip, but foul. Riz last year picking up another Gold Glove. His 4th. Does have a platinum glove to his credit as the top defender any position in the league. I was asking Andy Green about him defensively. He said, it's like he doesn't even have to practice. He can roll out of bed and you're hitting, 90-mile-an-hour rockets at him. And It's just easy for him. That's off his foot. Ouch.
I was going to say that when you were talking about him winning Gold Gloves. He makes it seem effortless. Like we see the jump up on the tarp and, you know, straddling the rail, but he just has an ability to make the hard play look routine.
Wait a second. What just happened there?
Is that like the catch that Tavares made?
I think that was like
center?
the catch that Tavares made. Did that hit his foot? One more look. Roll red. Did it hit the Kevins? Did it hit the Kevin ones? Anthony Rizzo, you're a fibber. Go to your room. I like it. Well played, Riz. 2-2 now. You know, the one thing about him defensively that I really enjoy, I love watching him throw. It's quick and accurate and smooth. I just feel like he's going to hit everybody in the chest every single time.
Yeah, he looks like a good quarterback.
Yeah.
Like you got a receiver running a quick slant route. He gets it to the pitcher before he gets to the bag. You got time to make an adjustment if you need to.
Yeah.
Real good.
That gets through, beats the shift. Culverson laying out, couldn't come up with it. Riz with his first hit of the day. See him with that two-strike approach, choking up, as he normally does. And the Rangers are going to make a move to the bullpen. Bottom 5, and we get a new pitcher coming in. On Marquee Sports Network is brought to you by your local Hyundai dealer, who invites you to test drive an award-winning Hyundai car or SUV today. Find a dealer nearest you at buyhyundai.com. By Miller Lite, the original light beer. By Advocate Health. When you do the little things, you help stop the spread of COVID-19. And by the Bob Lucurcio Auto Group. Sam Gaviglio odd here against Chris Bryant. And Anthony Rizzo is out of the game. And there he is in his big league career. That's between Seattle, Kansas City, and Toronto. Cubs lead 2-0. Zach Davies started through 3 scoreless. And the Cubs, a single run in the first on a Peterson RBI single. Nico Horner at RBI single in the 4th. Yeah, Bryant able to stay off that one. Alfonso Rivas running for Rizzo. Just off the edge, you could hear David Ross saying that a boy.
That's one thing you want to see is the strike zone recognition. Sure, you want to have hits and homers and all that stuff, but getting control of your strike zone as a hitter going into the season is probably the most important thing. A lot of those guys will tell you. Right up there with timing.
Kind of where it starts. hit hard, and that one will get through. Rivas around second on his way to third, and Bryant with a single. They're at the corners with one out. Chris hit that one hard.
And just like you said, that's where it starts. When you have the ability to lay off a really close pitch, you just get in a good sync, you get in a good zone, you see the ball well, it gets it up out over the plate, doesn't try to do too much. Says, let me take my hit, I'm going to grab my lunchbox and go home now.
And Bryant done for the day. Jock Peterson will come up to hit. Jock 2 for 2. Time called as Rivas danced off of third. Trent Giambrone running at first. Foul off third at Banez. Ball and a strike on Jock. Kyle Schwarber let go and signing with the Nationals. And the Cubs able to replace Schwarbs with Jock Peterson. Upstairs. Jock's a guy at AAA. He went 30-30. Back in the day, he could run a bit. That's not really part of his game anymore, but it gives you an idea of that talent level. 2-1. Good eye.
And he's kind of a reverse at times when you think of left-handed hitters. Where do they like it? Down and in. Jock likes the ball up, and even guys with plus velo, when they try to go up there, he has the ability to get on top of that pitch, backspin it, and it just carries and carries. He's a premier left-handed power hitter in the league. He puts up big power numbers.
3-1 now. And a swing and a miss for the Cubs last year. Hitting against fastballs 95 and above, that was a problem. Their batting average was last in the majors. The slug was an issue as well. They hit 195 against fastballs 95 and above, and slugged 370. That was 22nd. Peterson, a guy who hits velocity, pitches up, runner on the go, stolen base, double steal, and a run. It's 3-0. Rivas read it well as Giambrone took off. The throw from Trevino went down to second, and the Cubs pull off the double steal, and it yields a run.
Just gotta love the aggressiveness. That's what spring training's for. Let's iron it out. You want to go ahead and fire down to second base. We're going to get aggressive on the base pass, make you make the perfect play. That's a tough one to do. If it's not a good throw to second base, you're not going to get the guy at home plate.
So first and second. Baez 1 out of 2. Javi tomahawks that one center field. Taveras back, and he'll turn and watch it go. Baez will touch them all. Javi unloads, and the Cubs now on top, 6-0.
kind of the standard Javi Baez.
Let her rip.
This home run replay is brought to you by Toyota, the official vehicle of the Chicago Cubs. Baez looking for a first pitch fastball. He got one, and he gave some kid out in center field a souvenir right there. Absolutely crushed. A no-doubter.
Good to see. This memorable moment brought to you by Prevagen. We flash back opening day 2019 Cubs Rangers. Javier Baez going yard twice in the game. A 395-foot shot off Mike Minor. And then off Jesse Chavez. That one went 4-11, a part of a 12-4 opening day victory for the Cubs. Our Prevagen memorable moment. Oh, nice play, Willie Harris. Go ahead.
Still got it.
Mm-hmm.
Always teaching good, clean technique. Didn't get caught in between hops. Little drop step.
Crushes that one center field. Tavares. That'll take a bounce and hop over the wall. And Nico with an automatic double.
And when we talked about it, he's hot right now, and it's not stopping anytime soon. Seeing the ball great. Just balanced in his swing. You see him there, just good transfer, and boom.
Yeah, he looks great.
You could take yesterday's coffee and set it on his leg, and it's going to be warm in about 20 minutes.
That one lined, and that's a base hit out of the right center. Horner around third. He comes in to score. Vargas with the knock. They're going to roll the inning. Oh, Javi Baez unloads, and the Cubs with the lead.
The batters.
Welcome back. Cubs lead 7-0. We go top six. Boog Sciambi, Ryan Dempster. And we are joined by our next guest. There he is. David Hey, how you doing?
Good,
go the other way. Yeah, there you go. Right to the right. There, right there. Yeah, there you are. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
How you doing? Good to see you.
How are you?
I'm really good. I appreciate you coming on. How's spring training been for you?
It's been good. It's been good to get back on the fans. Being here, it's really exciting. Playing baseball again. It's just really fun to be out here. Sorry, I can't talk and watch at the same time.
You're going to have to go tomorrow morning and meet with Ian Happ, because he was able to hit and talk at the same time.
That's oof. I don't know about that. That's something. That's tough. You guys are in your ear.
That's right.
Talking about it during the pitch.
No.
I don't know if I can do that.
What's
Joe
the
right here's my locker mate. So.
Who's your locker mate?
Joe.
Oh, Joe Biagini is?
Yeah, he's a great dude.
Yeah, I ran into him in the parking lot one day and had a chat. He seems like he's adjusting nicely to Cubs life.
Yeah, he's a very laid-back personality. He just likes to have fun. He actually told me, he said, "Do you have any good anecdotes for your post-game interview?" And I said, "I have no idea, so I'm just going off the seat of my pants."
All right. Hey, Bo, you talked about it, and today was announced that there's going to be fans in the ballpark at Wrigley. How hard was that last year to not have anybody there?
It stunk, really. You look forward to the fans' interactions and the ebb and flow of the game and big moments when they get on their feet and clap, and best fans to cheer for it. And so when it's a quiet stadium like that and empty seats, it's very weird.
Yeah, and it seems like at times the fans will energize you, right? I mean, fans will get you pumped
absolutely.
up and help you keep focused even.
Absolutely. No, they especially like if you get a big inning going, I know things can unravel fast in Wrigley for an opposing pitcher. You know, a couple bloops, a couple homer, like their Javi's 3-run homer, that place is shaking. You know, and it's just like, then it starts snowballing, and then you just have unbelievable innings, and it's just really fun to be in that environment.
Oh, we're glad to let everybody know that the Cubs have said that they're going to allow around 8,000 people into the ballpark. I guess just over 8,200. So that's what we'll be looking for.
That's going to make a big difference.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, and you combine that with
difference.
the rooftop too, and then now you're looking at what feels like probably 10,000.
Right.
Yeah, that'll be a lot better.
Hey, let's go back.
What are we pulling here at Sloan?
I think it's about 3,500. Is what the total is.
About a third of what it is, and these people here have been great too. It's been really fun to play here. So these guys here are really good too.
The two games I did there was very enjoyable. The fans, nice play out there. Let's go back to last year for a second. I want to ask you about. I was talking to Demp about my nerd perspective, but you know, as a hitter, look, you want good results, but you got to stay in good process. For you, good process is hitting the ball hard. You hit the ball hard a lot last year. You didn't have a ton to show for it. So how do you digest it and reflect back on it? Because, you know, the nerds would say you're a good candidate to bounce back and put up really good numbers.
That's funny you brought that up, because I was talking to Post today about results and process, and he's got me reading some books. We're kind of going through some things together. We were talking about like results, and I was like, you know, people think they stop at hit or out as a result, but in reality, hitting the ball hard is also a result. And so it's like, so where do you go to your process? And it's like, I don't want to give away all my secrets, but you just got to be in a mental state where you're just ready to react and play baseball and with freedom. You know, it's the kind of thing I want to play and practice with freedom and intent. And that's kind of the process where it's at. And then even hitting a ball hard is a result. You know, so it's like, how can you take it even further to the baseline so that, like, because sometimes you get frustrated when you hit ball hard and it's an out, and it's like, well, I'm hitting the ball hard and it's not falling. Like, they're still thinking about a result there. So I'm still unpacking what that means for myself and things like that. But you just go out there and you compete, and that's the best you can do, and then whatever happens is going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, it is something
I don't know if that makes any sense.
No, it absolutely
100%.
does. It challenges. It's the challenge of the mental game, is that you've got to stay. You have to be okay if you're going to turn that. So, like, I think of hitting it hard as process, that the results are hits at average. But it's the same thing. But you have to be okay if the result is hard hit out. And you have to just stay in the space of knowing that if you keep hitting the ball hard, that eventually the percentages it's going to deliver in your batting average, in your slug, in your on base, and it'll take care of itself.
Yeah, and then it's like you can even get to the point too where it's like, even if it doesn't ever change that way, you can be okay with it because you've trusted your process.
Right.
And something along the lines of like, if you're not going to be upset about the outs, then don't get too overly excited about the hits either, because then you get, you start doing this, and you want to be as even here as much as possible. So it's like, okay, even in your BP and in your cage work, it's like, okay, you have 10 really great swings, and then you have one rollover or one pop-up, and then you, well, I hit it hard, or I had 10 great ones, and you just dwell on that one bad one. And it's like, well, don't worry about the 10 good ones or the one bad one. Like, what's your process? What's your intent? And that's the important thing in everything that you're doing. So it's just like, it's constant. It's a never-ending thing, and it's something that you want to tackle every single part of your day. And so it's just, the word gets thrown around, but it's a grind. And so it's just trying to find that balance and find that competitive edge and that intent, and then going out there and doing it.
Okay, that being said, Bodie, line drive in the gap that the center fielder tracks down and dives for, or a broken bat bleeder over the first baseman's head for a double?
Double.
Yes.
Still human.
Yeah, I get it. That's a good follow-up question right there. Yes, I want my double right now.
But that's exactly it.
Right.
Like,
Exit velo of 36 miles an hour, right?
That's payback.
Doesn't matter. Whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, it's the paradigm of this game that we're doing. But, score runs to win ball games. That's all that matters, right?
Break it down like a fraction. David Bodie, thanks for coming on, brother. Appreciate it.
Great to see you,
Thanks,
dude.
guys.
Great to see you.
Homegrown star this season? Go to MarqueeSportsNetwork.com for more on this feature story and get the latest Cubs news presented by Jeff Vukovich, your local Nationwide insurance agent. Visit JeffVuk.com. Nationwide is on your side.
It's well done by you.
Thanks. I've been reading more.
Have you?
Yeah. I got a 2.5-year-old, so a lot of bedtime stories. Shel Silverstein.
Oh.
Where the Sidewalk Ends. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Get yourself a peanut butter sandwich,
Fernery Ozuna. Not here. All Cubs, they lead the Rangers 7-0.
At the plate, pitching number 97, Tyler Payne.
I think we got a pinch hitter here. The other way, off the glove of Lowe and into right field.
I absolutely love that, by the way.
What's that?
Just like, so the pinch hitter, young kid, comes up, gets an opportunity to get in there and play.
Yeah.
He's not messing around.
No.
I'm going to make an impression right now.
That's right.
Swinging at that first pitch, going for it.
So Tyler Payne with the knock. Yeah, you just got to come in and swing it. Let's go.
Yeah, you just make the most of your opportunities. You're not going to walk your way on the roster, or you're not going to, they're not going to get done practicing. But, man, he had a really good eye up there. They want somebody who's going to be aggressive when they get the opportunity, and fun to see.
Taylor Gushu. Yeah, 312 last year at AAA. Not bad.
Don't worry about that.
Cubs lead at 7-0, bottom 6. That's hammered. Out to right center. Guzman can't get it. And they're going to send Payne. And he is in. Gushu with the RBI double, and the Cubs add a run. It's 8-0.
Talked about his numbers in AAA last year. He looked hitterish up there. He wasted no time with a pitch right down the middle. Drives it to right center. You see Payne round the bases. Taking a good opportunity here. Willie Harris reading the throw. As that throw got away from the right fielder, started sailing towards the shortstop instead of the original cutoff guy, and said, go ahead, take it on home, son.
A couple of balls hit hard.
You know, we've talked about it multiple times today. Velocity, velocity, velocity.
Yeah.
It's great, but if you don't throw it where you want to throw it, it doesn't matter. These guys are so good at hitting plus velocity nowadays. Young kids, doesn't matter. They can hit it at 100 miles an hour. You got to put it in a good spot. Otherwise, it just gets barreled up.
I think the thing that's interesting as well is, again, when you were playing, they talked about the fastball down. Fastball down now gets hit pretty good.
And gets elevated.
Yeah.
That was the thing. Throw it down because that'll get you your ground ball. Not the case so much.
Because that's not how they swing.
Yeah. And that's the evolution of the game. It's always evolving. So you got to make adjustments, and you see guys now teaching guys to actually elevate with their fastball. A guy like Kyle Hendricks, Zach Davies, who live with their fastball down, throwing it even at 87, 88. If it's up in the zone at the right time, you can still get it by guys.
That's absolutely right. You know, like Hendricks is a guy that will use the four-seam fastball and can get it above the barrel at 87, 88. Because they throw it where they want. Good pitch right there. Ribas is gone.
And it looks good up there. Your eyes get all big. It's like, oh, look at that thing. Oh, man, I missed it again.
And think about those years, the Braves with their staff. Not as much Smoltz, but Maddox and Glavine, they were trying to dot the fastball down and away. That was the spot those guys were always looking to hit, right? Those teams you played against.
Well, and two, they had movement.
Right.
So that's the big key factor in that. I think that's the big difference is throwing 95 to 97 down and away. If it's straight, with the swings that are taught nowadays and the ability to turn that into lift and the bat plane, the way it hits the ball, that ball gets driven. Whereas before, that ball got kind of beat into the ground. It still does. When you have movement down there and the ball's moving, that's your biggest equalizer is movement on a fastball.
Ozuna. Did your fastball naturally move, or did you have to learn as you went to manipulate the baseball in order to do it?
No, I found I was primarily, minor leagues, primarily a four-seam fastball throwing guy. When I started throwing my two-seamer, then I realized, wow, that moves. And when you combine that with a slider, you know, you're getting a ball that's going two different directions, hopefully at about 58 feet. And so that turned out to be something that I started to feel really comfortable with and feel like I could command it. That's a big thing too. And you can make a ball move. You can get a lot of weak contact when you do that.
Jim Brony fouls that one back. I love the smell of the bat, right? You'll see guys do that more and more.
I guess if it smells like burnt something, that means you were right on it. But if it doesn't, if it's kind of like dead smelling, then you got to be like quicker with the bat.
Really?
You were off, yeah.
I want to get out of play off the bat of Trent Gimbroni. I just remember the first time I remember reading about it was an article in Sports Illustrated years ago where Ted Williams sat with Wade Boggs and Don Mattingly and asked them, when you're at the plate, do you ever smell burning wood? And they both said, yeah. And I thought that was like the coolest thing ever. And nowadays we do see guys smell it, but I'd never heard what you just said, that if it smells burnt, that you're on it, and if it smells kind of dead, that you got to get a little quicker. Ozuna steps off. All Cubs today leading 8-0. A Rangers team, it was a struggle for them last year, 22-38. And had the worst run differential in the majors.
Kind of in that rebuild mode down in Texas.
Yeah. They get a new GM, Chris Young. John Daniels still the top baseball executive, and Chris Woody in his third season. Elvis Andrus gone. They acquired Chris Davis from the A's. Yeah, they really struggled to score. Pitching was a little better than the hitting. The other thing, Dent, that's interesting is I think this has got to be hard. You know, ballpark in Arlington, when it opened, was a hitter's paradise. It started to change a little bit, that jet stream out to right center. It got tamped down a little bit, still is a good hitter's park. Globe Life at least appears to be a real pitcher's park. And that's got to be a little hard to transition from we're used to the ball jumping in our home games to it plays like a pitcher's park. Still need a bigger sample, I would say.
Yeah, well, and just like you said, the philosophical change.
Right.
Because for years it was probably hard to get free agent pitchers to go there because it was more of a pitcher's park.
Yep.
When you do, or more of a hitter's park, when you change it into a pitcher's park, now you can start to track that, because at the end of the day, we know you can score a ton of runs, but pitching wins. Yeah. So it is going to take a little bit of an adjustment period, but definitely even from the small sample size that we saw, I think it plays a little truer than what the old ballpark played like.
Nick Martini here. A reminder, tomorrow the Cubs and the A's right here on Marquee Sports Network. And we'll have it for you just after 2 Central. Cubs leading 8-0 in the bottom of the 6th. That's in there. That one at 96.
Well, and coming off the first pitch changeup, it looked more like 100. And that's the thing too, as you get older and you mature as a pitcher, realizing the importance of getting that second pitch over for a strike, because it just becomes a lot harder for that hitter.
This kid on the mound, Fernary Ozuna, he's listed at 5'8". And remember, there was a stretch where the under 6 foot right-hander non-Pedro Martinez division didn't really exist, right?
You had to have Tom Gordon's curveball if you.
That's right.
If you were going to be short in stature.
Very, very good point. Stairs with the gas there, 97. Okay, he's from the Dominican Republic, 25 years old. Martini up here. Cubs with a run in. Gushu at second. Did that hit him or wild pitch? No, it's a wild pitch.
You always hear the saying, trust your stuff.
Yeah.
So he's throwing 2 fastballs, one that he didn't see. I know it was painted away. And then he gets 2-1 and he throws him a fastball right by him. And then he goes to the breaking ball. And why you want to do him that favor, and now you put him back in that 3-2 count. This is the time you find out. It's spring training.
Yeah.
You got a good heater this day. And those are just the learning and growing pains of being a young pitcher.
Inside ball 4. He threw the fastball and it missed. It's amazing, though, by count, how pitch usage has changed. So I have in front of me, because I'm a dork, it goes back to 2008. Fastball usage by every count. So ask me a count, and I'll tell you how it's changed from 08 to 20.
Fastball 1-0.
So a 1-0 fastball, or at 1-0 in 2008, a fastball was thrown 64.5% of the time. In 2020, it was 53.3% of the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew it was.
That's a humongous. That's
a huge leap.
Over 11 percentage points, and it's amazing. 64.5% in 08 for a 1-0 fastball, down to 53.3%.
I'm curious in 3-2.
Oh, I'm glad you asked, Ryan. Bounced the other way, gloved low, and he'll step on the bag. 65.2% in 08, 54.8 in 2020. So still pretty close to 9%. It's a big jump. We're nerding out. Boog Sciambi, Ryan. Hey, it's our game summary, and it's brought to you by Wintrust, proud legacy partner of the Chicago Cubs, an exclusive home of Cubs checking. Zach Davies, 3 innings, no hits, no runs. Jock Peterson, a couple of hits, knocked in a couple. Nico Hoerner, stay hot, single and a double. Javi goes yard, 3-run blast, and all Cubs in this one. It is 8-0. Boog Sciambi and Ryan Dempster in studio. How are you? This has been fun. It's been good to hang with you.
Yeah, this is great. I'm looking forward to doing this more often with you and JD. This is a treat, man.
Some quality time together. We were just geeking out over fastballs and pitch counts. All right, so our new pitcher here is Trevor Megill. And there he is, the minors last year, or 2019, I should say, on the ground. And there's one away. Is there anything in particular for you that was hard about spring training? Anything in particular that you were always working on in spring training? Like what was it about playing this time of year for Ryan Dempster?
Yeah, I think, for a lot of times for me it was not trying to do too much too early. Because it's spring training, but you're still competing. And so we have to have in mind that the eye on the prize is being ready for the start of the season, and just making sure you're doing what you can do to stay healthy. And I think that's probably the most important part. So and then tweaking something, right? Always making adjustments. What's something that I can improve on, and taking that and really taking that out to the field, being confident that that's what I'm here for. So there would be times where I would go out and pitch in a game and be like, I am not throwing a breaking ball this entire time. I'm working on fastball command. I don't care, and I'm just going to throw 30 fastballs if that's what it takes me to get through 2 innings or 40 or whatever it is, because you're trying to prep for that. But it's hard in the moment because you're trying to compete and you're trying to get people out and learn how to do that too. So I think just balancing it all is probably the toughest part. And I was a guy that, I worked out hard during the off season, so I was rip roaring ready to go when they said go. I wasn't trying to get myself in shape. And the days you start trying to make a 2:30 tee time is tough to do. You better make sure you're playing Mesa Country Club.
That's right. What do you remember about your first spring training, or at least first big league spring training?
How nervous I was to play catch.
Is that right?
Yeah. You know, I was in A-ball the year before, and then I got to big league camp with the Marlins. Jim Leland just won a World Series. They're trading away half his team. I knew I wasn't going to make the team, so being on the line with big leaguers and, you know, watching what Livan Hernandez just did out in the World Series, and I'm playing catch right next to him, I almost felt like I didn't belong. So I was extremely nervous, and I remember playing catch with Mike Villano, who was later my AAA roommate. And we played more of a game of fetch, to be honest with you. He just kept saying, okay, I'll go get it. I'll get it. It's no problem.
It's all right, Demp, don't worry.
And then Jim Leland sent me out before minor league camp even started. And I just got my meal money. I said, what do I do with my meal money? He said, take it to the track.
Did he really?
Yeah, he said, keep it and take it to the track.
First baseman, Nate Lowe.
Let's head on over to the track. He was something else.
Yeah, he was. I learned how to respect the game really quick from him, which was a really good thing. All of us did down there. We were a bunch of young guys in the big leagues together, wearing our fancy suits and driving our fancy cars thinking we were big leaguers, but we weren't yet, and he let us know that.
2 down, top 7. Cubs lead at 8-0. John Shelby, Ryan Dempster. Back at it again tomorrow for the Cubs and the A's. Alfonso Marquez, our plate umpire today, calling that strike as Trevor McGill gets ahead. 0-2.
That's the pitch right there. That's the Greg Maddux pitch. Greg Maddux pitch, right? 0-2. See him, he tries to do more here. You notice he almost falls over. He's trying to throw it harder instead of throwing it smarter. His velocity is plenty good enough. He locates that 0-2 and there's no shot for that.
So the Greg Maddux pitch you're referring to is front hip 2-seam back over the inside edge?
Yeah, and even more so 0-2. He always felt like if it was 0-2, why waste a pitch? It's your best percentage when it comes to batting average against, comes to slugging against, everything. Everything's in your favor. So throw a good quality smart pitch instead of trying to throw something harder or better. They're as defensive as they can get. They're behind in the count.
Yeah.
A lot of times we try to throw it harder, and now it leaks back over the middle and it gets hit hard somewhere, or we don't throw it where we want it to. Took me a long, long time to learn that.
2-2, 2 outs. And Lowe hanging in there. Big Lowe was acquired from the Rays in the offseason. We had that great exchange at the beginning. Happ singles, gets on first. They don't know each other. And how you enjoying spring training in Arizona? Good. Oh, it's so much better. Yeah, better than Florida, right? Where are you from? Pittsburgh. Where are you from? Atlanta. And Lowe is down on strikes, and that is that. Nice to meet you. I believe David Ross said, we're going to hit. Roll your break. 8-0 as we go bottom 7. David Ross's team is up by that many, and they're going to hit. And they're going to hit again tomorrow. Upcoming schedule. Cubs A's 2:05 on Marquee. Wednesday, the Cubs and the Giants. You can catch the Cubs and the Rockies at 2:10 on Thursday Central Time on MLB Network. Friday we'll have it for you on Marquee against the Brewers. So that's a look. And of course, opening day coming up on April 1st.
My daughter's birthday. My parents' anniversary. It's a special day, April 1st. I might even throw a joke out too, just to fool you.
Would you?
Yeah, I might.
Shocker.
44 years. They'll be married 44 years. April.
Wow.
Yeah.
Miller getting a chance to hit here. Spencer Patton falls behind now 3-0. Pitch to Miller, and that's through there for a strike. For the Cubs today, more good swinging from Nico Horner. Baez unloading, and Davies cruising. So you go back to last year and look at what Zach Davies was able to do. He's one of the better pitchers in the National League. I'm not saying he's going to be 5th in the league in ERA again this year, but he's been a good major league pitcher. Like, not an average guy. He's been good.
They say, you know, when you look over the back of a baseball card, it says who you are. You are who you are.
Yeah.
He sits right, you know, if you want to use ERA as your barometer, okay.
Sure.
He is, you know, a 3.5. If you want to use, you know, whip as a barometer, well, he's right around 1.2, 1.18. That's really good. When you're limiting traffic on the base pass, you throw the ball over the plate, you get a lot of easy outs, you're going to have a lot of success. And he does that very well. He takes advantage of those counts. When he's 0-2, 1-2, it's not chase, it's I'm going to make my pitch. And he's just, like you said, a good, solid major league pitcher, and he proved that again today. And
wow,
foul ball?
Did that miss everything, or did it hit a bat? Here's Chase Strumpf. Oh, it did hit his bat.
Yeah, and all the guys threw well. Cole Stewart threw well.
No
Rex
doubt.
Brothers came and cleaned up the, you know, comes in with the leadoff guy on first base, gets a couple strikeouts. Eugenie threw the ball well. Trevor McGill looked great.
Yep.
David Ross has to be happy about today.
When's the first time you met David Ross?
Whew. Playing against him. He was catching maybe the Cincinnati Reds. I don't think I played against him when he was with the Dodgers. Yeah, the Reds. I'm pretty sure I said, "Hey, David, how are you?" And he said, "Don't talk to me when I'm back here." I went up to the plate. Little did I know his personality. He was messing with me completely.
Hashtag sneaky jerk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is good.
You know, and then playing against him over the years, playing against him a lot of times with Atlanta, Cincinnati, getting to know him, and then playing with him in Boston. Just a winning person. Contagious to be around.
You guys won it all with the Red Sox.
Did you know he'd be good at this?
Yes. I mean, he really, really showed it in such a good way. Just his ability when he wasn't playing, he battled through the concussion stuff and came back. Full force, was a leader on the bench when he wasn't playing. When Salty was out there, he was the biggest supporter. Just an all-around, just a great teammate. Not afraid to have the uncomfortable conversations with us. You know, we were kind of dilly-dallying as a pitching staff, trying to pitch away from contact, and we had a pitcher's meeting, and he just said, "Listen, guys, you're going to have to throw a fastball when everybody in the ballpark knows you're going to throw a fastball. and you're going to have to execute it. And when you execute and locate it, you're going to get somebody out, and then you're going to realize how important that is. And there was a big moment later in the game, 2-0 count. Everybody knew the fastball was coming. Clay Buchholz executed the fastball, got the out, and it was reaffirmation of what he was talking about. I always remember that. Just stood out in my mind what he said. And
oh boy, that is absolutely crushed. Chase Strumpf, look out. And it is down 9-0. That was a no-doubter.
That was quite the at-bat right there. Starts out with a ball behind your head that fouls off the bat. He gets darted a fastball down and away, battles back into a 2-2 count. Gets a spinner. Says, here you go. That breaking ball's not going to break. I'm going to go ahead and deposit it on the berm.
Strumpf, a top 10 prospect, a guy who top 10 with the Cubs, played at UCLA. The Cubs got him in the second round in 2019. That one laced the other way. And that's going to get into the corner. Well, the bats are staying hot. As Andy Weber comes up with the knock.
At the plate, hitting number 59, Patrick Wisdom.
And Patrick Wisdom is going to hit. Wisdom's got some high top Air Jordans.
Yeah. You know, sometimes as the older player, the guy who used to play, we can be critical.
Really?
You know, yeah, like sometimes that can happen.
Get
right?
off my lawn.
Yeah, just like, oh, you know, these kids nowadays, they don't do this, or they bat flip this.
Right.
I got to hand it. Their shoe game is incredible. I would have given anything to have this kind of shoe game back when I was playing. Sporting the old Riddells, you know, or Rydell.
Yeah. Oh, look at those. Yeah.
We got Kevin on some shoes earlier in the
Kevin on
game,
some
and now we got some Air Jordans. Solid. Hats off right there.
Would you have had a design on yours, or what? I mean, what might you have done?
Canadian flag somewhere on there.
Canadian flag. That's hot. I like it.
Which would have clashed with the teal of the Marlins, but I would have went with it.
Doesn't matter.
Would have transitioned really well when I got to the Cubs.
Yes. That would have been incredible. Little Canadian flag for sure. Got him looking. There's two down.
At the plate, Patrick Taylor, SU.
Yeah, we could have designed you some shoes. It's everywhere nowadays too. They all have these amazing, and there are companies that design really cool spikes.
When I saw Riz's earlier with his dog on there, I thought, man, I'd like a pair with my first ever pet I had. You know, my turtle, Sarge. My parents wouldn't let us get a dog. That was the only pet we were allowed to have. My mom was kind of a clean freak. But
there they are.
Those would have went well with the teal.
Yes.
My turtle on there.
The Kevin ones.
Of course, named after the turtle from Ernest Goes to Camp. Everybody knows that guy.
is it. Cubs win it. Add one on the Strumpf homer in the 7th. Dempy, that was fun.
That was a blast, Boo. Good day for the Cubs right there.
Yeah, no doubt. Got a lot of good signs. Zach Davies looking good. Fly the W indeed. And as well, Nico Horner swinging the bat very well.
Yeah, staying hot. Javi Baez with the big 3-run homer. All in all, we talked about before the day. Anytime he can leave spring training, when everybody he leaves healthy, that's really, really important. Seemed like everybody did that. Everybody got an opportunity to play, and that's what you're doing, building towards the start of the season.
Thanks to Ian Happ, Andy Green, David Bodie for joining us. For Ryan Dempster and our entire crew, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for watching the Cubs here on Marquee Sports Network. 9-0 the final. Cubs over the Rangers. Our next game tomorrow. The Cubs and the A's at 2 Central. Coming up next, it is Cubs Countdown. Cubs win it. We'll see you later, everybody.